everybody? It's your boy Z Fly. That's right, Fly World Media TV is in your face right now. We are here at the Novotel for the Runway the Real Way. We are having a great fashion show, spreading awareness about breast cancer awareness and other cancers as well. Right now, I have Miss Nail on the side of me and some of her people who are in her foundation. The foundation is called the Baldy Movement. With the Baldy Movement, so we're going to find out more about Nail and her people and more about the Baldy Movement. How are you doing, Nail?
I am doing good. I am so glad to be here today.
Well, you look good.
Thank you very much. So do you.
Well, thank you. You know how it is. So definitely tell us. First of all, we want to know how do you get involved with Runway the Real Way?
Oh, well, thanks to the lovely Miss Adrian. That's
Oh,
how I got
her?
involved.
It's your fault.
Yes.
It's your fault.
Yes, it is. It's not my fault. It's the blessing of what happened, bringing awareness to women with bald heads and letting them know that who needs hair to look like this. Not to mention to empower them and to let them know that they're not alone on their journey of not being able to have hair, but to still be beautiful on the inside out. So the Baldy movement supports that. Beauty and love demonstrated in everything. So you can be bald and beautiful no matter if you lose your hair through illness or through any other way, or you just make a decision that you no longer want to wear hair. We're there to support you and let you know that the movement is moving on.
Sounds good. So is that how the Baldy movie kind of came about?
Well, it came about from my past insecurities, the lack of self love. And I was always trying to fit in and be accepted by my peers. And then one day I just decided, you know what? I'm sick and tired of trying to conform to the ways of the world in order to be accepted. So I removed the very thing that brought a lot of stress into my life. And then I decided, you know what? There's a lot of women out here who aren't confident with this look. So let me create a movement and let me bring together women who understand why I cut my hair, but also women who aren't as confident as a baldy, and bring them together and celebrate, uplift, and empower them. And that's how the movement came about.
That's really good. So now, where would you say, like, being, a woman being bald, or having to shave her hair, how high would you say that plays a part in her self-esteem?
Well, it plays a major role. The thing is, a lot of women feel like they need hair in order to be beautiful. But beauty is more than just the physical. It goes deep within the soul. I always say this: you can have a head full of hair, but if beauty doesn't reside within, eventually the physical beauty will fade. So it's all about who you are that makes you a beautiful person, whether you have hair or not. Hair doesn't determine your beauty. You do.
Now, I thought whenever I asked that question, you really had.
I really did, because that's one of the major questions. Because as we know, hair is everything to women. Women of all nationalities, hair is important, and it has its place. But there may come a time in your life where you lose it, and we don't want you to feel that just because you lose it, if you choose not to wear a wig or hats to cover it up, that you can be a part of this movement and just love how you are with no hair. We put accent on our faces. We put accent. We got here through Couture and 320 Body Art, and they put.
I'm going to ask about that. Look at that.
On our heads to let us know that even with our hair, we can have designs and we can still be beautiful. Because as Nell mentioned, and I'm so grateful to have run into Nell and her to be such a young woman with such a vision. She has a vision of how this movement, and what makes a movement is sacrifice. And we sacrifice by showing up in places to let people know that we can empower you to love yourself with no hair.
Now, a lot of times, people, we hear about the people who's going through it. How does it affect the friends and the family?
How did it affect the friends and the family? I had so much support from my husband and my family, because my husband told me that you're beautiful with or without hair. I love you. So whether you choose to put on a wig, because I lost my hair with alopecia, and I made a decision that I could not wear a wig. It just was not comfortable for me. So I was very confident in that I know I'm beautiful with or without hair. So I also had support of my family, my children, and my friends. They say you're beautiful. And because when you say you're beautiful, everything else around you supports it. Because the universe supports what you feel about yourself. So the Baldy movement is empowering women to know that you can take off the wig. We meet women, they say, I don't want to wear this wig anymore. And we let them know you don't have to. You can love yourself. And with the weather getting cold, we have hats.
You can still represent your baldness with a hat that represents who you are. But I definitely want to bring in her because
I'm Teresa. What was your question?
The question was, even though it does definitely affects the person who's going through it, how does it affect the friends and family?
For me, I would say it affected my friends and family, where at first they were worried for me because I was always their rock, and is the first time they ever saw me vulnerable. Because as a woman, you know, your hair is supposed to be, society tells you that's your crown, that's your beauty. That's what makes you gorgeous and glorious. And then when you lose it, you don't know what your identity is. So finding my identity, my family finally saw me vulnerable for the first time, but I inspired them now because I'm gonna be 4 years bald in February. So for them, it was inspirational, and it kind of brought us closer together as a family. So I feel like my experience brought my family closer and my friends closer to me as well.
And I'm over here trying not to tear up in this interview. But anyway, I got two more questions. Just walking in Runway the Real Way, because whenever you think of fashion shows, model, people have this image of a model. But whenever they see beautiful women who are bald, how does it make you feel to walk and people are still clapping and giving you the same, clap that they would, there you go.
Uh, well, you know what? Actually, I didn't model. My thing was I wanted to let my lady shine because I am the typical model, but I wanted to show that you can be a model regardless of the size. It just comes with confidence. And so I decided to step down and let these lovely ladies show out.
They did that.
I mean, it felt amazing. It felt glorious. It felt like, I don't know, it's just God's way of showing me that this is right, this is me, and we are beautiful, and that we're here for a purpose. So I think we're proving to them, you can be beautiful as a woman no matter how you are. You don't need to have hair. It's your confidence.
It's your confidence, and it's your love for yourself, and it's supporting other women to let you know. And the fashion show, just like I said, 320 Body Art, they let us demonstrate ourselves. They let us show that with a bald head, you can paint your head.
All right, everybody, we're keeping it real fly at the Runway the Real Way at the Novo Hotel. Fly World Media, I'm your guy, Z Fly. I got some cool people on the side of me. They are part of the people, that made this day happen today. They're part of the 320 Body Art, Miss Katori and Mr. Bishop Evan. I'm getting better with names. How y'all doing today?
We're doing great. The fashion show was fabulous. I'm going to let Evan talk a little bit about us and what we do to make everything just fabulous.
Please do.
Right. How you doing, Z-Fly? I appreciate you having us. I am Evan Bishop, Victoria Walker. We are 320 Body Art. Our mission is to celebrate, adorn, and heal the body with art. Our mission is to be the premier body art team in New York and the United States. What we do, unlike the other body art teams, is not only do we paint your body, but Ms. Victoria Walker here, she's a licensed esthetician. So while you're sitting in the chair being painted, she gives you guided meditation, aromatherapy, and healing touch. So what happens is you go on this journey in yourself, and when you come back into the world, you have this phenomenal, authentic body art that we create.
Yeah, we want to heal the community one person at a time.
Now that sounds interesting already. Now, whenever people think of body art, it's like, is it nudity?
We have not painted anybody from head to toe. Instead, what I do, coming from a background of graffiti, is I look for the premier spot on your body to showcase what you want, whether it's a symbol, whether it's a word, or whether it's a design. So I leave it up to the person. So I don't come in with a pre-designed idea. I keep it organic. So when you sit down, you tell me what you're feeling, the colors you like, and I allow things to go the way they work.
And today we celebrated bald, bareheaded beauties. And the two organizations that really helped us out today was Unveiled Unlocked and also the Baldy Movement. So they were here and other people who came out that we knew to support the cause and bring breast cancer awareness. And say, you're proud. You don't have to have hair to be beautiful. There's a stigma. So these beautiful ladies modeled today, empowered the audience, and it was a great show.
Wow. Now, what I like is that you said the word healing. Whenever people think of body art, I don't think healing comes to the mind. So, I mean, I know you just said it, but how do you come with that concept of
Well, what I will say is this. What we realize is that combining our talents, myself as a body artist, Victoria as an esthetician, this is what was told to us. We didn't just sit and say, well, we are healers, we're doing healing work. This is what people say when they come out of the chair. And what people fail to realize is that the power of touch is an element that's really missing. So when you're closing your eyes and trusting us, you're being touched by her on one level and my brush on another level, which gives you this sensory excitement that most people do not experience.
And what happens is your body begins to just relax, and then you are doing the inner work without even realizing. Massage is a great way to heal the body. It does so many things. It improves the circulation. It eases the mind, among so many other things. So when people start to just zone out, actually, we've even had people fall asleep on the chair while they're having this, or in, laying down when we do, specialized private sessions. So it ends up being when they wake up, they're like, oh my goodness, while I was there, I went back to Trinidad. When I was there, I went back to Ireland or wherever they're from, and say, and I, just remembered happier times, better times. Or sometimes they're like, it brought back something maybe painful, but then it was released. So it's not, I don't do anything, we don't do anything special. We just provide the time for you to sit down and just your own sensory and your own mind is what helps you relax.
interesting? Now, you also were part of painting the bareheaded ladies' heads, correct? Now, what type of feedback have you got from that?
Actually, I have painted that. I painted that about 48 hours ago. It was inspired by this weekend, us participating with organizations bringing awareness to breast cancer, and it just came through. I thought about the goddess Isis and saw some good things come through and just allowed it to happen. So, graphic artist for all my life, been painting since I was 4. Body art is the new lane that I'm in. But what I would like to say, you got a camera, you got a microphone, you might need to sit in the chair and experience it yourself.
Yes.
Do I need to do it? Y'all do it.
We'll schedule an appointment for you, brother. It's a real phenomenal.
I'm gonna hold you to that too.
And you too, cameraman.
Okay, cameraman. Now let's talk about Runway the Real Way. So as y'all know that we're doing the breast cancer awareness, how significant is it? Because when you think of fashion show, you think of fashion, nice clothing, but we're raising awareness. So how significant does that make Runway the Real Way even more?
Well, I used to work for a cancer society, and one of the things is that I work with survivors. And when they lose their hair, their eyebrows, or any area that has hair, for some reason in society, when we feel that hair represents everything, it represents beauty. Okay, so when these women lose their hair, or men, they start to feel powerless. They start to feel unattractive. They start to feel like, they're feeling bad already from chemo or from anything else. A lot of times the hair grows back, but sometimes it doesn't. And they feel that society looks at them on the street like something's wrong with them or they don't look attractive. Now, a lot of things are changing because some women wear their hair bald just because. But the ones that are not feeling that well and going through some health issues at the time really feel bad. So today, to have women that were bareheaded, walking, dressed up in their clothing, pink, and just being very empowering and saying, hey, we're here, we're beautiful, and anyone in this audience that's going through something, you are beautiful too. And I think that happened today from the response from the audience, from people coming up to me, some people hugging me with tears in their eyes. It really made a difference.
How many people did we paint this today?
Yeah, oh my goodness, I think you painted like 20 people, about 20 people.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Z Fly. I'm still keeping it hot in the mix. That's right, at the Novotel with Miss Catherine Schuler. She always puts the runway in the real way. Right now, I got a makeup hairstylist. I love these people because they always keep us looking good. Mr. Josh on the side of us. And then I got Miss Single Mom. Her name is Brittany, but she has a whole way that she says it. Say it for me.
So my name is Brittany Palmer Wallace, aka Miss Single Malt. Think of a good single malt whiskey and then be like, I need a girl in there.
I love it. So how y'all doing today?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
I'm doing really well. How about you?
Fabulous, always fabulous. So good, so good.
So let's start with you, Mr. Josh. So now we just saw a great show with all this great hair. I mean, come on now. How long did it take you? What was inspired? What's going on with the hair?
Well, we were working as soon as we got here. It was pretty good. We have some great models, beautiful people, really great show, and great designers. And I had a good time. It took us a couple hours to get it together, but everybody came together pretty well, So, and I'm happy to be here. So.
And now, what is your job in this show? I love her. I love her.
So I'm one of the producers of Runway the Real Way, the all-inclusive catwalk. And so what we feel is fashion should be inclusive. All shapes, sizes, genders, ethnicities, persuasions, ages. We will get you on the runway. I've been working with Catherine for the past year now. She's one of my biggest inspirations, one of my closest friends. And I have a background in event organization and fashion. So I was like, you know what? I'm in. Whatever you need, I'm here. So I did all of the marketing, promoting, and producing for this event.
Now, I've been rocking with Catherine for a while, as well. Now, we're at the Novotel. Why the Novotel?
All right, so we picked Novotel because we needed a new place to have a regular fashion runway brunch. We needed some place that had great views, great food, and great staff. And I, working in Times Square, stumbled across this place for brunch. And I absolutely fell in love with it. Catherine and I started coming here, just having brunch together. And we were like, you know what? We want to share this with everybody we love, which is our Runway the Real Way family. And so here we are.
We are. Exactly. Now, I saw the makeup. It looked very good. Were there any challenges?
Well, the makeup I'm the hairstylist. Okay. Yeah. So, browsed by Sebastian did it, and I work with Sebastian in Styles New York Salon. So I'm a stylist, and Sebastian did the makeup. So the makeup looked great. Everybody looked amazing. So
now, how do you get involved with Catherine?
Catherine, I know Catherine from another friend of mine. So, and then she introduced me to Catherine to start doing the shows, and we met, and we just clicked like that. So it was really great. I love Catherine, I love Sebastian, and then it happens to be that Sebastian also knows Catherine.
Okay.
So when I started working there,
Ground zero for any event that is worth your time, any fashion event that is worth your time, ground zero is Catherine Schuler. So she brings together all the talent. That's what Catherine does. She's like a beacon of smart, talented, driven people, and we all just find each other.
Now, one thing that I've always loved about Runway the Real Way is just like you said, the genders, the persuasions, and all that. But then, today we're bringing awareness to breast cancer. Like, what does that mean? How more important is that?
Well, every year Catherine does a breast cancer show because Catherine has a charity that's called Diabetic, which is helping women with diabetes. And diabetes and cancer are really linked together because cancer is something that is multiplied by bad health, eating sugar, things like that. So it's a cause that's really passionate to Catherine. It's a cause that's really passionate to me. I'm an ovarian cancer survivor. And so it's something that, we need to bring awareness to and we need people to be supportive of. And in the world of fashion, when you have something like cancer or like chemotherapy that doesn't make you feel beautiful, that makes you feel, ill and you're losing your hair, it's hard to be out on a runway. And so, giving the empowerment to those women and saying, no, like you are strong, you are beautiful, bald is beautiful, bare is beautiful, is really important. It's really important to be inclusive.